Jesus is setting people straight about something. This is primarily a letter of correction or reproof. So also when we look at these letters, we can see that the critique of the spiritual state and health of the churches gets progressively worse as we progress from letter 1 through letter 7. They get worse, and it's sort of the downward spiral culminates in Laodicea, where no positives are mentioned, several negative critiques appear, and the Lord wants to spit them out. Only 2 of the 7 churches receive no positive feedback, and this is one of them. The immediate context here helps us see that this is quite severe. So, what is going on in Laodicea? Now, Christ's words in verses 15 and 16 about the hot or cold and lukewarm and spitting them out, they become more harsh when we understand a little bit of the non-biblical context, something that doesn't really appear in the text but that we know about Laodicea. Now, it's a town that was several miles away from useful water. It was several miles away from hot springs. It was several miles away from cold, fresh water. So by the time any of that water would get to the town, it would be tepid. It would be useless, essentially useless, not good for much. And the water that did flow through the town was also lukewarm, and it was also filled with minerals and sediment. Secondly, Laodicea was wealthy, largely due to banking and a production of a fine black wool. Finally, the town was known for its medical school and its development of a salve that was effectively used to treat eye problems. Now, these facts sort of set that exhortation in the proper light. Now, the Laodiceans, in reference to Christ knowing their work, are described as lukewarm. He spits them out, saying, "I wish you were either hot or cold." Now, this could mean a couple of different things. It could mean that the hot means believers, and the cold is unbelievers who still need to repent. Or it could mean that the hot and cold are both different kinds of deeds or works that are effective in different ways, just like hot water and cold water have different uses. Maybe that's a reference to different works. But either way, the Laodiceans know that tepid water is disgusting and useless, and that their indifference was sickening to the Lord. Now next, the Lord accuses them of having an attitude of self-sufficiency because of their wealth, right? In verse 17 here. He tells them they are wretched, miserable, poor, blind, naked. These adjectives tell people that their works are spiritually bankrupt, right? They're miserable. Let's see here. Now, he's saying that they must not rely on their own possessions, but they're in desperate need of what the Lord offers. In addition to the white garments mentioned here, he mentions that to buy from him refined gold and eye salve, right? Refined gold here refers to pure deeds, and also the reference to eyes. See, the Laodiceans were blinded by their self-sufficiency, and they needed the salve of Christ's truth-revealing light, that the believers needed to repent. There's much irony here in some of these terms, right?